Hi, Dr. Sorois with Mystical Professor on this fine Friday evening. I decided to get on here and discuss inspired action versus forced action. What's the difference? The difference is inspired action is like, say you want to go to the grocery store, right? And after you've been affirming that you always manifest money out of thin air, right? Because this has really happened to me. I went to the grocery store a couple weeks ago, and right when I walked in the door, there was literally a wad of money on a money clip right in front of like one of those self-checkout areas. And so that's inspired action. I just went on about my day after I had been affirming that I always find money, that I'm a money magnet. Money comes to me out of the blue. I constantly manifest money out of thin air, and then all of a sudden I go to the store and there's money, right? And it was on a money clip. That's a lot of money, so that is inspired action. Or you've been affirming that you have your SP, you have your SP, you have your SP. Your SP only wants you, your SP only wants you, whoever that may be. SP means specific person. And then you same thing, you go to a coffee shop and then you run into your SP because, you've been affirming, but you didn't know that the SP was going to be at, the coffee shop, Starbucks, whatever. You get my point. So again, that's inspired action. You just walk into basically your manifestation without thinking about your manifestation. So that is inspired action. Whereas forced action obviously would be, you say you want to win the lottery, and you want to win the lottery jackpot, and you've been affirming that no matter, because I have a couple subliminals about winning the lottery, and I say in there, no matter what I play, how I play, where I play, I always win the lottery jackpot. And then you're like, okay, I'm gonna start playing the lottery every day, and you go over and you play the lottery, and you're upset because you didn't win the lottery jackpot because you've been affirming, and it's really hard to win the lottery jackpot. I realize that, and that is why too. That's the other thing I want to talk about. When you say things like that, like it's hard to win the lottery jackpot, or the odds are stacked against you, those are affirmations. Because remember, affirmations are just your thoughts, guys. So you want to always be saying and thinking things that are in your favor, okay? You want to always speak favorably for yourself. So if you say that you always win the lottery, and then you don't speak against it, and that the odds are always in your favor no matter what, it's so easy for me to win the lottery. So I'm saying that's always speaking. You want to always speak in your favor, always. You don't want to say anything against yourself, because that's creating resistance. Remember, your dominant thoughts are what create your reality. And like I told you last night, you want to be brazen, impudent. And I'm getting ready to record that lecture myself, and I'm going to upload it here soon. And I just realized that I hadn't released my brazen. I possess brazen impudence subliminal. I thought I did. I had uploaded it, but I forgot to set it to public. So now that is set to public. I also forgot to publicly release my "You're Being Showered with Luck" subliminal. If there's any more other subliminals that you want, please do not hesitate to ask. And again, I am doing coaching. You just have to reach out to me on my email, and then we'll figure it out from there. I haven't come up with any prices, because I'm just here to help you guys. I'm not on here just to make money and to take advantage of people. I'm here to legitimately help others. I've been a deliberate conscious manifester, like I said, since 2018. And I want to make a difference in people's lives. That's why I've created the subliminals, and then started coming on here to explain everything so that you're not confused, because we all get confused, especially when we're beginners. And again, we don't want to be saying that. You're never confused. It's so easy for you to manifest. Manifestation is so easy for you. You've been doing it, like I said, since the minute you took your first breath. Because you become a conscious, a deliberate conscious manifester, you think that it's hard because you're thinking about it now. Well, be thinking always. You can't go wrong if you're always thinking in your favor, like I just said. If you're saying the odds against me, no, the odds are always in my favor for winning the lottery. That is, no matter what I play, how I play, where I play, I always win the lottery jackpot. Always be speaking in your favor. Because I play the lottery. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't play it every day, but I play a lot, and I have won quite a bit of money. And I'm cautious again about what I say and what I think. And eventually, like I told you, because I know a lot about human behavior, obviously, as a psychologist, especially learning. When you want to develop a new habit, obviously it takes deliberate, conscious effort to form that new habit. Like getting up in the morning and making your bed. You may already automatically do it, but at first, you gotta know. At first, you had to tell yourself, okay, every morning I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna make my bed. Like for me, I automatically, the first thing I do when I get out of bed is I make my bed, I brush my teeth, I wash my face. You see what I'm saying? And then I go from there doing stretches, what have you. Same with this. Once you have been doing this a long time and you keep telling yourself, oh, I'm a master, you will automatically have the behavior. You will automatically be acting. Okay, the behavior will become automatic. Okay, if that makes sense to you. You will not be having to think about it because that behavior has become automatic. Like I said in the beginning, when you're creating new habits, it does require cognitive effort. But once the habit's formed, then it's easy peasy. So forced would be for me to go over there and I'm gonna, buy a ton of lottery tickets because I'm gonna win. No, you just play. You can't be thinking about it, guys. You gotta let yourself, behave naturally. Inspired action is natural. It's good. Your manifestations your desires, I should say, are gonna manifest in the most natural way. You cannot force them, okay? Just like you've been desiring a new SP, let's say, and you've been affirming, and like I said, don't go looking for it, right? You can't go calling that. You could try, but I would not recommend calling, texting, email that person. What I recommend is let that person come to you. Let your desires chase you. You can't force it. You can't beg for it. You can't chase it. Don't force, don't chase, don't beg. Let it come to you. Just like with my headphones that I've repeatedly lost, they literally jumped out at me, okay? But I affirmed once or twice, oh, I found them. I'm so happy I found them. That's all it took. Same with the money, okay? I just tell myself, oh, I always manifest large sums of money out of thin air. I always receive large sums of money out of the blue. It's so easy for me. Money, I'm a money magnet. I always had positive relationship with money. These are things that people are always yearning, money and SPs. Just always speak and think and act in your favor. Just like I told you last night with the brazen impudence. That's just the key. You just have to, you will not accept no for an answer. And you're not going to give up. You're going to persist in the knowing, because that's what the basically Neville was teaching you, that the feeling is the secret, right? You see that everywhere. The feeling is the knowing. And like I told you, not the need, not from lack, not from need. You just go about your life. You really can't care. You just have to move on through life naturally, and it's going to happen naturally. And then when upon reflection, you're going to see that you're going to think, oh my gosh, it would have happened anyway. No, it's because you affirmed it or thought it or assumed it, because your assumptions are what create your reality, your dominant thoughts, okay, guys, and beliefs. If you want to create a new assumption, you just have to imagine it, script it, assume it, affirm it, whatever works for you. Like I told you, you decide, you choose. It's your world, it's your reality. You make all the rules. It's law of assumption. What you assume to be true is. And it's not, the manifestation is not logical, okay? A technique may work for so-and-so over here, and then another person over here, and then for me. Some people like visualizing, some people like affirming, some people like scripting. It's that whatever works or feels best for you, okay? And like I said, the fastest way to manifest is with brazen impudence. You're not going to take no for an answer. You are going to get what you want, no matter what. You can't force it. You walk under compulsion, and then you're going to eventually receive your manifestation. Well, your desire will manifest, okay? I hope you have a great weekend, and if you have any more requests, let me know. Again, I'm available for coaching. You just have to reach out to me on my email that's on my profile with YouTube. And one last thing, please comment, like, share, and subscribe. I'm here for you guys, and request away. Have a good night.